Hey guys. Okay, so it is Thursday. It is not our normal Wednesday night Zoom. It is our Punta Cana IPA discussion group. So, over the last, we are literally finishing up 4 weeks. It's been great. So, we are going to discuss all the things that is working, all the things that is not working. Maybe we need to change, maybe we need to tweak, and but move forward because we are officially 2.5 months, well, a month and a half in to the contest. So let's figure out what the heck we need to do to move forward because there's plenty of time and there's so much to leverage to earn this contest. So, all of you have been doing amazing. I am loving you reaching out. I know Chrissy personally has been, she said she feels so much more confident, and I see it in Casey and I mean Ashley as well. So if you guys want to share with me, what are your favorite things that is happening in this group?
I like the training videos. How like yeah, some of them are like 30 minutes, but some of them are like 15 minutes, or you do two like of the Instagram. That was really nice, like just to change it up and not hear just from Plexus people, but hearing from just people that are in this business as well as what they do.
Mhm.
I definitely am more comfortable with the reaching out. My biggest thing is saying, like, I was scared to mention this, or, I'm nervous talking about this with you. And that has helped. And I feel I get more feedback when I approach it that way instead of just saying, hey, I think you should join, or hey, I think you need this, even though everybody does. But
Absolutely. Ashley, what's your biggest takeaway so far? Favorite thing, I should say.
Sorry,
You're
I
fine.
muted myself because I kept coughing and I was like, I don't want to like hack everywhere. And then I couldn't get my mute button.
Good.
Um, I'm liking all of it. My biggest thing is the accountability because that is something I struggle with. Like I know what I need to do, but it's like if I'm just relying on myself, like I'll just keep putting it off because that's just how I am. So like knowing that like hey, you need to do this. And if you're not doing it and you're not commenting, then you out of here. I need that. I really needed that um because it's pushed me to get out of my comfort zone and ask the questions and just kind of, build relationships and also like the training videos have like been good of trying to pick my brain of like how to ask questions and how to formulate like how to say how to talk about this without being like the sales lady. Like it's like really about building a relationship and like, coming from your heart and how to make that come out in my messages versus like making it sound like, hey, I just want you to sign up, or that kind of thing. So
Absolutely. And I think what you'll see is that I can tell you when I first started this business, my conversations do not look the same as they did 9 years ago, as they did 2 years ago. Hey Wendy, it's totally changing. It's constantly evolving. And you just have to continue to listen to the trainings and see what people are wanting. Like if you think about it, the economy was different 9 years ago. So people are spending their money differently. But then the economy was also different in 2020. People were just throwing money everywhere. And you could talk to anybody. But now we have to be intentional with how we talk to people and the relationships that we form. And that's truly what it's all about. It is truly being intentional. It's not about the quantity of people that you're talking to. It is about the quality of people. You do not, and I hope that you guys are starting to notice, like, okay, if I pour in, 99% of my work into 3 people, it's going to go so much further than if I pour in 10% of just signing up 15 people in 1 month. It's going to go so much further. It's going to be a longer lasting business. So I want you guys to understand that. So the first month, I really wanted you just to get comfortable with routine, accountability, listening to training videos. And hopefully by now it's a habit. You wake up every day and you're like, okay, what am I listening to? What am I doing to move my needle forward? What am I doing to talk good things into my mind? And also maybe learn, because I know some of you have been here long enough, but you also probably learned something, and those are good things to have. But also take this and also duplicate this. Like, it's not just you doing it. I mean, you are, but also duplicate this. And I'm not saying that you have to do these kind of things, but remember, like, don't diarrhea of the mouth whenever you're talking to somebody new. Okay. Spoon feed them. Whenever they're asking something about that, tell them about how to use their perks, but don't explain to them how to get to diamond in 6 months, not diarrhea of the mouth. And now, hopefully, like I said, hopefully this is routine for you guys. And there was a concept I saw. This is what kind of helped me formulate this IPA group. And there's in the quarter, it's walk, jog, or walk, run, and sprint. So this was the walking phase. You get used to it. Okay, we're walking. All right, let's pick up the speed. Now we need to start building leaders. And then at the very end, we're running, sprinting towards the end for the contest. So hopefully we're going to do that. So how many of you feel as if with the messaging and all the things that you can go to somebody right now and create a goal to create a gold, somebody on your team who would potentially be gold by the end of, say, December, or even attempt it? Anybody have anybody? Christy, I know you do.
I have some, but then they get scared and then run away.
Okay. So what do those conversations look like?
They're like, ask them, do you want to work the business? Are do you have 3 people in mind? Let's go ahead. And then they say, yeah, I have these 3 people in mind. Okay, well, why don't we get into a group chat with them? Or she'll say it's my mom or my boyfriend or whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and I'll send them the link and say, here's, this is your referral link, or you can show me. Okay, hi, Travis. Show them the referral link, or I ask them, do you want me to show you how to share a cart instead of sending the referral link and have them confused? And I feel like that's where it kind of stops, where they don't want to push it further than that.
I gotcha. It sounds transactional. I'm going to sound like Bob here for a minute. It sounds transactional more than transformational, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to think of, like, I have recently been finding that if somebody wants to do the business, the girl that literally messaged me earlier, she really wanted to talk about the business. So I said, can we talk or can we meet? So she was like, can we talk? Like, can I call you later? And I said, sure, 5 o'clock. Okay. She said, yes. I said, hop on a Zoom. Is that okay with you? And she's like, yeah. Now she's been a consistent customer of mine. She's never wanted to share the business. She's told a friend here and there, but nothing like she is right now. Like I told her by the end of the year, she will be gold because we're going to work through that. So I got her face-to-face talking and explained, like, number one, I told her, I said, listen, this is not easy, but it is simple. We need to make sure we are giving them the realistic reality that this is simple, but it is not easy. And number two, my biggest tip will always be consistent. And I always bring up the concept of, those people January 1st, they joined the gym. They start a keto diet. They start a paleo diet. They start a new business, they start something, and literally, what does everybody think? How long is this going to last? Those people, and 2 months in, they just quit because they're just not consistent. And I say, don't be that person. Don't be the person that they just say, oh, I wonder how long this is going to last. Be consistent. So I really think that getting together with people, I think we have to go I've always preached, and my team knows, voice messaging is huge, but I feel like we're getting past the voice messaging, they're still effective 100%. But I really think that people need, after COVID, I feel like we are transforming into people need to see face-to-face interaction, whether it be Zoom, coffee, dinner, something. And I will tell you, every single person, even before back in 2015, if I met with somebody face-to-face, it was always so much more effective because I've met every single one of you before I even knew you. I went to Christie's and I think you signed up, or you had just signed up then. Casey, I saw you in person 17 times.
Right.
And it's just more effective. People just need the personal experience. So I highly recommend, like, if somebody wants to get on, make it a priority. And again, I think you guys saw on the Bob Heilig thing where they say, if you want to find a leader, have them do one simple task, and you'll see if they are serious or not. And that could be watching a video or whatever. It could be getting on a Zoom. And if they say, I want to get my products covered, it's not the 2020, hey, do you want to make $300 real quick? I really believe it's not that anymore. And we've just transformed past that. So 2023, face-to-face, transformational, not transactional. And it's truly just going beyond, hey, let's get those 3 people and then that's it. And I feel like that's why we need to start shifting our mindset from where do they want to go, make it about them. And I was on a Diamond Sprint call the other day, and Genevieve, she's had this conversation with us for I've been in I don't know how many Diamond Sprint groups. And she says, where are you going? The foundation of this entire business and the whole reason people need to do this and what you want to create is to build golds. If you are not building a gold every quarter, where are you going? And if you're not gold, get to gold, and then you build golds. And how do we do golds? 4x4. It is 4 people who help 4 people. That's it. We don't need to overcomplicate it. And that's what I want you guys to start duplicating down, is the idea of gold. And my idea of gold is an extra $500 a month, easily. Especially when they first start, probably a little bit more than that, but $500 a month. I don't know anybody who doesn't need that. Now, I know not everybody wants a diamond business. That is totally fine. I get that. And so people aren't looking for that right now. People want groceries paid for. People want their car payments paid for. People need spending money to go out on date night because it is stressful. And I don't even go on date night anymore because it's just so damn expensive. Like, I don't like paying $100 just to go have one drink with my husband. But people need date night money and they need grocery money. So if you show the idea of gold, that is what's going to seem more realistic to people rather than thinking of having this ginormous business as a 6-figure income, because people don't want it. They don't want any more work on their plate. They really don't. I feel like people are just too busy and all the things. So from here, what you need to focus on is, number 1, if you're not gold, get to gold and maintain it. How are we getting to gold? We are building silvers. You're helping 4 people, help 4 people. Don't think about, in this business, we don't do this alone. And I might be a broken record. Christy, Casey, I know, I'm so sorry. Broken record. I know, I'm sorry. But we don't do this alone. We do this with other people. And it's so much more fun when we do it with people. So I want you to think, if you take every single month, you say, I'm personally going to help 3 people every single month. And I'm also going to help one of these people or somebody new or other than them. And I'm going to help them go silver. How do I do that? I'm having the business conversations with every single person. The sooner you do it, the better it is. And guess what? If you're scared, do it. The more you do it, the more confident you get at it. Christy made 5 business asks today. And why? What did you tell me? Tell me what you said.
I don't even remember.
She blacked out.
I think I was high off my active. I seriously was drinking my active during it. I don't even know. Oh, I said this white girl. What is going on with this white girl? I don't even know. You have to listen. I did voice messenger so we can listen back.
Here, hold on.
But Yeah, I don't even know who I am anymore. Like, I've just gotten over myself. Like, I've gotten over to, I don't care what people think, because so many are struggling in so many ways that we have the tools to help them with their health or finances. And I think I've really been embedded in my head on some of these trainings, that especially Emily Roberts, that's what got me today. I listened to her on the way home, and she was saying something about don't be the person, something not ask. I don't remember. I don't, I'd have to go back, but listen to it. It was really good. It was like the first like 40 minutes or something. But like, some people were afraid to reach out. I actually just got a message right when I left the gym. I reached out to a girl the other day, and I've been using this message. I tweak it a little bit, and I'm telling you girls, it has been helping. I've probably got 4 or 5 responses. And the one girl just said, I've actually been thinking about talking to you about what products to use. I don't want to be a consultant, but what products would be good. So like, she probably would have never thought to reach out to me, just because it's not on their brain like ours is ours. But because I brought it to the forefront, oh yeah, I've really been thinking about that. So it's just like, and I always tell myself, I didn't die. I didn't die. I'm not going to die. I'm still breathing. So I've just really gotten over myself lately. So, but the videos have helped,
Good.
especially the Emily Roberts today about business asks, because
that
I've seen many people lately complaining about jobs and all that stuff on Facebook.
Was that the
So that's why I went live in my stories too.
okay.
It was
You
the
guys-
gold.
the gold mastermind. You're gonna love all the other ones. I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
so
yeah.
many. I listen to every
Okay.
single one of these videos. Every single video that you guys have watched, I've watched every single one, and I watch it from beginning to the end. I listen to it and make sure I'm present, because I'm not giving you trainings that I would not want you to listen to, that are boring, and I want to make sure it's worth your time. Just so y'all know. But honestly, listen, when I first started, I looked for the bad in this company, and I will tell you, the thing that got me to truly stick to this and catch my eye was watching videos. I probably spent a week sitting at my desk watching videos, just watching them and absorbing them. So when you are going to create a gold, you are going to create a silver, whatever you're going to help somebody achieve, build belief in them first, whether that be waking up every day. Hey girl, thought of you. Tomorrow, my girl, Caitlin Ellingsworth, she's been with me for however long. I've been adding her to things. Guess what? She's getting the IPA stuff. I'm giving her all the stuff because she wants to run and she needs the money now. So now I wouldn't recommend doing that for somebody who's just started out, because that's a lot. However, her circumstances are a little different. But if you were to send a Diamond Doc, or like Brittany Howard's, or Lita Allen's, or Lita Langford, I'm sorry, or Amy Kosmowski, you can say there's only one diamond in Delaware. There's so much room for growth. There's not even one in Maryland, I don't think. Wait, Bree. I think Bree is, maybe. But anyways, build belief. You build belief, and then you help them share. And of course, tell them all about the resources that we have. The Newbies on the Rise. Ashley, you are more than welcome to use that page anytime you want. And being consistent. So hopefully,
I do.
okay, good. Good. I make sure everybody knows it. Good. I'm glad it's helpful. Okay, so what are some things? Is there anything, anybody have questions, comments? Please tell me, because I'm trying really hard to make sure that this group is super effective and that you are achieving your goals.
Mine is like, start bringing in your funnel, and you start like, you have people, like, I've tried to make lists. I'm trying to be better about it, of like people that I've like mainly been building relationships with, and then people that I've talked about with the products with, and then people that I've specifically like been like, hey, do you want to do this with me? Like, you move them out of those lists and just like say, okay, relationship, oh, I just talked to her with the products. And like how often do you move them, or
I funnel
Like-
people. I have a video on what we did on the funnel one night. So I have my funnel over here. It's going to be a big funnel, and it's going to be my product users. You're going to have your people who are product users. And I mean, those people don't take away from them. However, and the biggest thing I've always learned is don't work harder, work smarter. So put them all in a chat. Put all those people, just say, and let them know. Literally, I don't have any issues when I tell them, hey, Sarah, I know you are just loving your products and you want nothing to do with the business. That's totally fine. Hey, I'm going to add you to my chat where it's just once a month I go in there and I say, hey, this is what's going on. I want to make sure you don't miss out and the sales going on. That way, that is one group. Take that one big funnel and you can message them with all the specials and all things. Now they're probably still going to follow you. They're going to see all the things that you're doing. So if they want business asked, and I invite them, like I'm going to invite them to the walk challenge. I did that. Or, hey guys, having an opportunity Zoom tonight. Anybody need some grocery money? Hop on, invite them, but don't pour into them. So you have your VIP people, and then you have your team. You can have like your, below goals, what your team, your leaders, the people who are actively doing something, you can pour into them. And then you have your potentials. So your leader and your potential group, they're smaller, but you have to figure out what you're pouring into them and how much. And biggest thing ever, no matter where you're pouring into, don't ever forget to pour into your cup every single day. Because when you start going into management mode, I don't know if you guys watched that video, the 4 phases.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't get to finish, but I watched part of it.
Okay. So you'll learn that when you stop pouring into your cup and you start pouring into everybody else's, and I think this is just in life general, like you don't have anything to pour from, and then you go into management mode and then you stop growing. So you literally have to be a balancing act of, okay, VIP people, you're not getting a whole bunch, but you're my biggest funnel. It's okay. Now my leadership and my potentials, I'm going to pour a lot into them, but I'm also making sure that my cup is always, always full. I'm listening to the trainings, whatever that looks like for you. Personally, if I'm reading a book and listening to something, my cup is poured into, because we don't wake up motivated. Nobody wakes up perfect. But I'll tell you what, after I take an active and I do my workout and I listen to a video, goddamn, if I ain't going to accomplish something, I'm going to conquer the world. So does that help?
Yes. I need to go back and re-listen to that one Christina Williams one where she was like, she sends messages to people and like keeps it on a schedule. Like, I think that's what I need to do, because I'm like,
I've been using that.
because I'm like, I think I'm like losing people, and I'm definitely losing them in the follow-up, because it's like, I've already talked to them and I'm like, okay, do I say anything else to them? I can tell they haven't seen the message, because a lot of it's on Messenger, so you can see if people have seen the message or not. So I'm like, do I send another message? Do I not? Do I let it go? And then it's like months go by, and then I'm like, okay, trying to send them another message. So it's like restarting again, kind of. But
I have that same problem. I feel the same way. Like, I've put so many messages out to people and stuff like that, and then you end up not getting anything back. And then you just feel like you're like being that pesty kind of like go away kind of person. That's how I feel. But then other times I reach out to people and they're like, oh, hey, I was thinking about you. I was actually going to message you. Those are good. And then I give them all of the things that, all the things to try to like get them in, and then it's crickets forever.
Do you guys have
I'm with you on that.
Do you guys have a planner?
I'm going to get one before tomorrow.
Wendy, do you have a planner?
I have a planner. Yes.
Okay. So what I do at the beginning of every month, this might help. See if this helps. At the beginning every month, I literally have who I'm going to talk to, what goal I want for them, who I've sent samples out to, and who joined in the last 2 months. So like your 3 people, I would write them down. I would make a list of like, I have a whole list here, like right up top. And as I talk to them, so say I talked to Caitlin, I'm going to put her down for the entire week to talk to her. And then, as the week goes on, I'll say, well, kind of go there and troubleshoot and see what's going to be happening next week and see what she does with that. So I highly recommend whoever, and going into next month, I always write down their subscriptions for 3 months. So if somebody joins me on the 28th, I'll write down, okay, Danielle's subscription is coming out on 28th for November, December, and January. That is huge. That way I don't lose track. It is so easy to lose track. So easy. We talk to so many people in a day. We're moms, we have sports, we're wives, it's all the things. So I can't tell you how many people I talk to in a day. I'm telling you, I'm not even exaggerating when I say I talk to 100 people in a day. Write it down. If you're not writing it down, you're losing it. So get a planner. Doesn't have to
I had written this down, and I had I don't know, 20 some people on there, reached out to all of them. And then I only heard back from 1 or 2. Then, Christy was working with me and helping me do the follow-ups and stuff like that. And then you get these people that are super, super interested. They want all this information. You give it to them. I write it down, and then the days to check back up with them. And it's they never even
Crickets.
hush up. Travis in the back saying crickets.
And that's
normal.
Totally
normal.
totally normal in the beginning. It's totally normal. So Wendy, if I were you,
They
go ahead.
want to watch what you're doing on Facebook and Instagram. They're watching.
I
They want
haven't
more.
stopped any of that stuff. I've been consistent. And
Yeah.
even now, if you guys saw, last night I posted my spaghetti squash taco casserole, and that got a lot. So I'm trying to switch it up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, this past week has been crazy hectic with kids. So, but getting back into the swing of things, I still haven't stopped with the posting. I still haven't stopped with my little videos here and there of getting so I can post later. And then that hasn't slacked up. I have been guilty of not, reaching out to as many people as I would like to. One guy I reached out to, oh my gosh. And he is he was all into it, wanted all this information. He's my anxiety's so high, I need help, and gave him all the information, added him to our group. And he's you got to take me out. You got to take me out. My anxiety's so high, I'm getting ready to bust my phone. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this guy is going to be suicidal or something. I got to remove him from our group. It was yeah, so it's been crazy. And then the people that they just drop off, but I'm still posting. I'm still there showing I'm doing my thing. Hopefully they'll come back.
Yeah,
They
just
will.
keep posting. And I will tell you that the groups, when you have things to plug them into, the walking challenge, I think that is perfect. That's why we gave so much time to do it. And it's so simple. And even if it's just them getting started with the slim, and you can even say, hey, I know it's saying only the slim, but I'm just going to add a bag of active in there with a share cart. If you don't want it, go ahead and take it out. But I'm going to let you know, you're going to love that energy for afterwards or throughout the day or whatever. But tag them, say, hey, come be my buddy. That people just need the accountability, and they need to be plugged into something because they just need it.
I did get my skeptical, hard-headed husband completely off of the energy drinks, the Red Bulls, the all that other crap that he was drinking, completely off of it. He drinks slim and active every day. And he is the most skeptical hardhead that is around. So now I am adding ease. He says, why are you going to give me anal ease? I'm shut up. It's to help your body. Stop.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, he's starting that tonight, and he's going to like it. Not going to let him smell it, but he's going to like it.
That's awesome. Congrats. That's a huge victory in saving a lot of money.
Yes. And
Share that.
Yes. Share that.
Well, I think I told you I'm completely off all my anxiety medicine, 100%.
I loved your video that you shared. I shared it. I had a
Yeah.
friend reach out to me because of it. So I was like, yay.
Yep. And I'm still doing good. And I mean, I don't have any, like before when I tried to stop, before I had the Vital, I had, oh my gosh, it was so horrible. Like I was getting ready to just sink the whole world. But with it, I was able to get off of it in a very, very short amount of time, and I'm still doing good.
Awesome.
Yay.
So, like I said, put people's names down on the planner and see if that helps. And if not, I mean, a good old fashioned sticky note somewhere with names, and then just keep, adding them and do what you have to figure out a system that works for you. Personally, I have stuck to the same. I literally go on Amazon and buy the same exact planner every single time. I think I'm on my 5th planner and it works for me.
Share the planner with us.
Okay, I will. It's a budget, it's a budgeting planner. It's a boring budgeting planner, but it works because I don't know, it just works. It's got like pockets and I can write the numbers. It's not all done, so I can write whatever I want, but I'll share it in the group. And I think it's like $18. But so yeah. So is there anything that you guys would like me to change or see different with these?
With what?
The daily IPAs.
No, I actually love the videos. Some days I do get behind, but then I go back and I watch them all. I love the diamond videos like that. They're so inspiring. I love how it's like, learn a product. It just, no, you're doing everything right. It's just some days are crazy, hectic, busy, and you don't even remember to breathe, completely. And then that's okay, as long as you take the time and come back and watch it. So I am guilty of not completing my winning days with with putting it in there, but everything you're doing is great, and it's very, very beneficial, especially like for our newbies that are learning and going day to day. Very
Awesome.
helpful.
Good.
Great. Casey, did you need to say something?
No, I agree with her. I totally do. I do like, I'll forget to put winning day and somebody else puts it. And I'm like, oh yeah. Let me be accountable. Because I do like that accountability. Like you gotta, even though you see me doing it, hopping in and making sure that you put it in there is definitely a bigger thing for me. And I really like that it's not all paper. Go print this off for 10 weeks and write the paper.
Same.
Yes.
Because that's where I get all, that's where you lose me in day 3.
Same.
And
No,
it's
I
been
get it.
4 weeks in.
I get it. Okay, cool. So I'll keep doing the things. You might see a change in things like with what you're seeing every morning. And I try to send it as soon as I get up. Sometimes it's 5:30, sometimes it's 6:30. So I just try and send it just to get it done and over with. And but you're gonna see probably just less wording. Like by now, hopefully like send the 2 messages and here's the videos and here's that. That way it's kind of like, all right, we're in a rhythm. And I'm going to continue to do all of that. What was the other thing I was going to say? I should have wrote it down. I literally
What
had
about a book?
what'd you
Do
say?
you have like books?
I was going to say we should do a book, but I know it's the holiday season coming up and I didn't want to overwhelm people, but I can definitely say like 1 chapter a week at least. And I can recommend we can do a book if you guys want to do that in like November. Does that sound okay?
I'm fine with that. I think I need to get back on that accountability again.
Okay. I'll find it'll probably be a John Maxwell book. Probably Success is a Choice. Have you guys read that one?
Mm-mm.
No. Perfect.
Here
No,
and
I
there.
haven't.
Would you say, Christy?
Here and there.
Here and there. Okay.
I'm just not a book reader.
I know.
I've always hated books. Always hated reading a book. So does my daughter. That was her punishment one time for 3 weeks. To read a book and write about it. She could not have electronics, nothing when she was 12.
You're about to be on punishment, Christy. You're
Right.
gonna have to read the book and write about it.
We're growing. We're growing.
Give me the audio. I'm good.
Right.
I promise, like, I did not like to read before Plexus. I'm telling you, I was like, this is stupid. And I thought that these books were I've got 3 shelves of books over here and a whole thing of books now. Like, I truly
I
believe.
think a good one. Go
Huh?
ahead. Go ahead.
So I think maybe in November, I'll put a poll in there and see if everybody would be okay with, I think Success is a Choice is an easy read. It's not difficult. It's not long. So maybe 1 chapter a week. And
The Go for Nose is good.
okay, I'll write that down too.
I think that's the only one out of my shrine of books I've bought over the past 7 years that I have read in its entirety. And I've read it several times. Because like I think that would be good for Wendy because like you need to go for nose. Like you're gonna get the silence, you're gonna get it just kind of opens your eyes a little more.
Okay, well maybe I'll put that on the
I
list.
like that one. Just the recommendation. And it's easy, short.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need. We need simple, easy reads. All right, cool. So potentially a book in November. We'll continue doing all the things that we're doing now, catching up. You're gonna see more of Emily Roberts and Melissa Eichenhorst coming up. I love Christina Williams, but I know sometimes she can be a little harsh for some people. But yeah,
I love her.
I love her.
me
I
too.
like
too.
the harsh.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, kick my ass, yell at me.
Yell at me, make me cry.
No, Casey, we're not getting you cry. All right. Okay, cool. Anything
Yeah,
else?
puppy.
Puppy.
Aw. All right. Any other questions, comments, anything that you guys want to talk about before I end this?
I don't think so.
All right, I'm gonna click stop recording.